Welcome to Chapter 3 of Digital Communication, Error Control Systems. Module 2 includes the basics of N, block code. All the basic definitions of block codes are going to be studied under Module 2. Function of N, block code is to convert k bits data block into n bits code block. It will generate n-k parity bits. Using this n-k parity bits, decoder can detect and correct errors. N, k block codes are error correcting codes. So the receiver is able to do error detection and correction. Encoder will generate n-k parity bits after receiving k bits data block. That is why it is a block code. After receiving the complete block, then only the parity bits are going to be generated. After generating parity bits, code block is going to be obtained at the output side. From n and k, the following parameters can be calculated. First, code rate, that is k upon n, number of message bits upon number of code bits, code efficiency, code rate is writing in terms of percentage, code redundancy, 1 minus code rate or 100 minus code efficiency. 1 minus k by n, that is same as n minus k upon n, number of parity bits upon number of code bits. Fourth definition is systematic code. The transmitted code contains n bits. Out of n bits, the first k bits are data bits and the last n minus k bits are parity bits. Code is known as systematic. Not necessary the leftmost k bits are data bits or rightmost n minus k bits are parity bits. The only requirement is there should be a fixed position for data bits and fixed position for parity bits. Always in the transmitted code n should contain n bits. Out of n bits, k bits are always data bits and n minus k bits are parity bits with fixed positions. Then it is systematic. But the most common transmission technique is the first k bits are data bits. That means the bits we are transmitting first. It is known as header bits. The bits we are transmitting last, that is always parity bits, that is known as trailer bits. So header bits are data bits and trailer bits are parity bits. Code is always systematic. Here for left transmission, I am showing leftmost k bits are data bits, rightmost n minus k bits are parity bits. For a right transmission, rightmost k bits are data bits, leftmost n minus k bits are parity bits. Both are systematic. In both cases, header bits are data bits, trailer bits are parity bits. Hamming weight. Number of ones in a code is known as Hamming weight. Here 0, 0, there is no ones, so Hamming weight is 0. 0, 1, Hamming weight 1. 1, 0, Hamming weight 1. 1, 1, Hamming weight 2. From all these weights, find the minimum non-zero weight. That is known as minimum Hamming weight. So for this example, minimum Hamming weight is equal to 1. Next definition, Hamming distance. Number of differences between two code words is known as Hamming distance. First code is 0, 0, second code is 0, 1. Between these two, there is only one difference. First bit is same, second bit is different. So the Hamming distance between C1 and C2 is equal to 1. Between C2 and C3, first bit is different, second bit is also different. So the Hamming distance between C2 and C3 is equal to 2. Hamming distance between C3 and C4, first bit is same, second bit is different. So between C3 and C4 is equal to 1. Here I have written all the possible pair and the harming distances. From all these distances, the minimum distance is known as minimum harming distance. That is writing D suffix min, D minimum. For this given set, D minimum is equal to 1. The distance can be calculated like this also. So we want to find out the harming distance between C3 and C4. So just XOR C3 and C4. So XOR answer is 1 plus 1 is equal to 0, 0 plus 1 is equal to 1. So XOR answer is 0, 1. Then find the harming weight. That harming weight is known as harming distance. So the harming weight after XORing answer is 1. So that will be the distance between C3 and C4. That is written here last. Distance between C1 and C2 is equal to harming weight of C1 XOR C2. Error detection capability and error correction capability. So I'm showing different examples. From these examples, we'll get an idea what is the relationship between D minimum and error detection capability. Again, D minimum and error correction capability. I just want to transmit two messages, maybe yes and no. Yes is going to transmit as 1, no is going to be transmitted as 0. There is no extra bit. Distance between C1 and C2 is equal to 1. And I'm showing an example here. 1 is transmitted due to error, this one is received as 0. But according to receiver's point of view, 0 is also a valid code, so it is going to be accepted. That means according to receiver's point of view, there is no error. That is why without parity bit, error cannot be detected. So with the D minimum is equal to 1, there is no error detection. If there is no error detection, there is no error correction also. Next, one extra bit is going to be transmitted, that is known as even parity check bit. Now the distance between C1 and C2 is equal to 2. So I'm showing two examples. 1 is transmitted, received as 1 0, that means there is one error. 1 is transmitted, received as 0 0. There are 2 bit errors. 1 0 is not a valid code. There are only two valid codes, 1 1 and 0 0. So 1 0 is a received code. After verification, the answer is 1 0 is not a valid code. So that is why we are able to say error has been detected. So next question, if 1 0 is not a valid code, then which code is a valid code? And for that one, the verification is like this. Check 1 0 is close to which valid code. Meaning of that closeness is number of differences. 1 0 to 1 1. There is only one bit different, so the distance is 1. 1 0 to 0 0, again distance is 1. So we are not able to get a single answer. 1 0 is close to 1 1 as well as 0 0. So error correction is not possible. Only error detection is possible. And this case 0 0 is a valid code. So the receiver is going to accept this code. So no error correction or no error detection. So this example shows that if there is one bit error, it can be detected, but there is no error correction. So with the D minimum is equal to 2, one bit error detection is possible, but there is no error correction. Next, D minimum is equal to 3. Same yes and no messages are going to be transmitted now like this, 1 1 1 and 0 0 0. The distance between C1 and C2 is equal to 3. There are three different options written here, 1 bit error, 2 bit error, 3 bit error. With 1 bit error, 1 1 1 may be received as 1 1 0. 1 1 0 is not a valid code, so error has been detected. Next question, 1 1 0 is close to which valid code? 1 1 0 is close to 1 1 1 because there is only one bit difference. So once it is close to 1 1 1, the receiver is able to do correction. So 1 1 0 is going to be corrected as 1 1 1. It's a correct answer. Next, after 2 bit errors, the received code is 1 0 0. Again 1 0 0 is not a valid code, so error has been detected. So we are able to say 1 bit error receiver is able to detect, 2 bit error also receiver is able to detect. Next, for correction, 1 0 0 is close to which valid code? 1 0 0 is close to 0 0 0. So 1 0 0 is going to be corrected as 0 0 0, but it's a wrong answer. Where the transmitted code is 1 1 1 and our corrected code is 0 0 0. That is why we are able to say the conclusion like this. with the d minimum is equal to 3, 1 bit error can be detected and corrected, and 2 bit errors can be detected. So if we are doing only error detection, we are able to detect up to 2 bit errors. But if the system is doing detection plus correction, only 1 bit error can be detected and corrected successfully. Next result is C1 and C2 are going to be transmitted with a D minimum is equal to 4. For that, C1 is transmitted with the 4 ones and C2 is going to be transmitted with the 4 zeros. 1111 is transmitted, received as 1011. I'm just showing 1 bit error. 1011 is close to 4 ones, so it can be corrected as 4 ones. It's a correct answer. So 1 bit error can be detected and corrected. Next, 2 bit errors, 0011, not a valid code. So 2 bit error can be detected. But when we try to do the correction, we are not able to locate 0011 is close to which valid code. 0011 is close to 1111 and 0000. So the correction is not possible. 0100 is not a valid code. So 3 bit error is also detected. Again, 0100 is going to be corrected as 4 zeros. It's a wrong answer because our transmitted code was 1111. So 3 bit error correction is not possible. 2 bit error correction is not possible. Only 1 bit error correction is possible. But up to 3 bit errors can be detected. After 4 bit errors, we are receiving 0000. That itself is a valid code. So that error is not going to be detected by the receiver system. So from all this, I'll say the conclusion. When D minimum is equal to 1, no error detection, no correction. When D minimum is equal to 2, 1 bit error can be detected, but no correction. D minimum is equal to 3, up to 2 bit errors can be detected and 1 bit error can be corrected. When D minimum is equal to 4, up to 3 bit errors can be detected and only 1 bit error can be corrected. So I'm just writing a formula for doing all this calculation. Detection capability is equal to D min minus 1. So what will be the D minimum? Minus 1, that will be the detection capability. So for improving the detection capability, increase the D minimum value. D minimum can be increased by increasing the number of parity bits. But when you're increasing the number of parity bits, code efficiency is going to decrease because redundancy is going to increase. Next, I'll show the relationship between D minimum and error correction capability. For odd D minimum, correction capability T is equal to D min minus 1 by 2. In our previous example, D minimum is equal to 1, 1 minus 1 by 2, no correction. Next, D minimum is equal to 3, 3 minus 1 by 2, 1 bit error can be corrected. Next, for 2 bit error correction, D minimum has to be 5. For 3 bit error correction, D minimum has to be 7. For even D minimum, like 2 examples we got in the previous slide, D minimum is equal to 2, 2 minus 2 by 2, no error correction. D minimum is equal to 4, 4 minus 2 by 2, 1 bit error correction. So whatever be the D minimum we are going to get for a given code, substitute here, the correction capability can be calculated. Next definition is Hamming bound. It's providing a boundary. It's a necessary condition for any n, k block code with t bit error correction. Condition is 2 raised to n minus k is always greater than or equal to nc0 plus nc1 plus nc2 plus etc plus nct, where n minus k is the number of parity bits, nc0 is n combination 0, n combination 1, nc2 etc nct, where t is a correction capability. It can be written again 1 plus n into n plus 1 by 2 plus etc plus n factorial upon t factorial into n minus t factorial. This will be clear when we are studying the decoding process. Next definition is perfect block code. From this example, from this condition, we are able to see 2 raised to n minus k is always greater than or equal to right hand side, and the left hand side will be minimum if the sign is equal sign. Left hand side is minimum indicates that n minus k is minimum. N minus k is minimum indicates that number of parity bits are minimum. If the number of parity bits are minimum, efficiency will be maximum. So if the sign is equal sign, we are going to get the most efficient block code. The most efficient block codes are known as perfect block codes. So the condition for perfect block code is 2 raised to n minus k is equal to NC0 plus NC1 plus NC2 plus etc. plus NCT. For any block code, if this condition is going to be satisfied, that block code is coming under perfect block code. I'm showing some examples here. 3,1 block code with correction capability 1, 7,4 with the correction capability 1, 15,11 with the correction capability 1, 5,1 with correction capability 2, 7,1 with correction capability 3. I just show one substitution here, 3,1. So I'll substitute here 2 raised to 3 minus 1. 2 raised to 3 minus 1, that is 2 raised to 2 is equal to 4. Here NC0, that is 3C0, that is 1, plus 3C1, that is 3. So 2 raised to 2 is equal to 1 plus 3. I don't want to go for NC2 because that 2 stands for 2-bit error correction. Here the correction capability is only 1. So like that, all these block codes what I written here can substitute here and you will get the answer equal sign. Between left hand side and right hand side, sign will be equal. If the sign is equal, number of parity bits are minimum, efficiency will be maximum. The most efficient block codes are known as perfect block codes. Next definition is linear block code. That's a subset of block code. If block code satisfies this condition, that is linearity condition, the code is known as linear block code. The linearity condition is written here. XOR of any two code words like a C1 XOR C2 or C3 XOR C4 or C2 XOR C1 or even C1 XOR C1. Whatever be the result we are going to get, that result should be a valid code. Then the given block codes are linear block codes. I am showing an example here. 5,2 block code. First of all, I'll tell you what is the meaning of 5,2. 2 bits data block is converted to 5 bits code block after adding 3 parity bits. So when I'm saying 2 bits data block, these are the 4 possible data blocks 00, 01, 10, 11. Each data block is converted to 5 bits code block. Out of these 5 bits, leftmost 2 bits are data bits, rightmost 3 bits are parity bits. This type of code is known as systematic code. So I'm just showing 4 code words. Remember, we have not yet studied how to generate this code. I'm just only explaining what is the meaning of a linear block code. So C1, C2, C3, C4, all these 4 code words are written here and we'll verify Ci XOR Cj is equal to a valid code or not. If it is a valid code, then we are able to say the given 5,2 block code is a linear block code. So the verification can be done like this. Just XOR any 2 code words like a C3 XOR C4. Answer is 1 plus 1 is equal to 0, 1, 0, 1, 1. That is already here. So XOR of C3 and C4 will get C2. Similarly, XOR of C2 and C3 will get C4. XOR of C4 and C2, the answer will be C3. XOR of C1 and C2, answer will be C2. So XOR of any 2 code words, the result is already existing here. That is the meaning of a linear block code set. Next definition is cyclic code. A block code is said to be a cyclic code if it satisfies linearity property and cyclic property. That means, first of all cyclic codes are linear block code, but cyclic code should satisfy one more condition, that is cyclic rotation. Meaning of cyclic rotation is like this. Suppose 11110 is a block code, then this 1 can be taken here. So we'll get another code. That code is 11101. So that also should be a valid code. You can see here 11101 is not existing here. So this given set is not a cyclic code, but it is a linear block code. The example I am showing here, 3,1 block code. 3,1 block code. Data 0 is converted to 000. Data 1 is converted to 111. When we XOR these two, That means first we are verifying is the linearity property satisfied or not. C1 XOR C2, answer is C2. So XOR result itself is a valid code. Next, rotation. Here C1 and C2, there is no need to do the rotation because the bits are same. After rotation also, we will get the same answer. So both properties are satisfied. So that given 3,1 block code is a cyclic code. At the same time, 3,1 block code is a linear block code also. Because all cyclic codes are linear block code, but all linear block codes are not cyclic codes. This is linear block code, but it's not cyclic code. Because when you are applying that cyclic rotation, the new code words what we are getting is not a valid code word. That is why it is not a cyclic code, but it's a linear block code. Hamming code, that is a subset of linear block code. 1 bit error correcting perfect linear block code is known as Hamming code. So this is providing all the basic properties of Hamming code. 1 bit error correcting. So first of all, Hamming code is a error correcting code. Its error correction capability is equal to 1. And for error correction capability is equal to 1, for getting perfect answer, D minimum has to be 3 because number of parity bits should be minimum. Even though we are going for D minimum is equal to 4, correction capability is equal to 1, but there we are using one more extra bit. So when we are using more extra bit, it is not most efficient block code. So for getting correction capability 1, the minimum distance is needed. Then only we are able to say it is perfect. So D minimum is equal to 3. It's always for any Hamming code. D minimum is equal to 3. Correction capability is equal to 1. It is perfect block code. So what is the condition for perfect block code? 2 raised to n minus k is equal to 1 plus n. I written only the first two terms. The reason is next term is NC2. That is for 2-bit error correction. Here there is only 1-bit error correction. So perfect block code condition for a 1-bit error correction is 2 raised to n minus k is always equal to 1 plus n. And Hamming codes are always linear block code. Here I am showing the list of Hamming codes. N, k can be obtained like this. 2 raised to m minus 1. M you can select from here. And second number is 2 raised to m minus 1 minus m. First I will substitute 2. 2 raised to 2 is equal to 4 minus 1. So it will be 3. Next to 2 substitution here. 2 raised to 2, 4 minus 1 minus 2. It will be 1. So the first Hamming code is 3, 1. Next substitution 3. 2 raised to 3, 8 minus 1, 7 minus 3, 4. Next substitution 4. 2 raised to 4 minus 1, 15 minus 4, 11. So like this, okay, the complete list of Hamming codes can be obtained from this relationship. Hamming codes are very important set of codes used for error correction. Singleton bound, that is again providing another boundary between minimum Hamming distance and number of parity bits. D minimum is always less than or equal to 1 plus number of parity bits, that is 1 plus n minus k. So if you want to increase the D minimum, number of parity bits should be increased. And if the sign is equal sign, then the number of parity bits are minimum. If the number of parity bits are minimum, there is a name for that particular code. That code is known as maximum distance code. So in a singleton bound, equal sign, when we are getting, that code is known as maximum distance code. In a Hamming bound, when you are getting equal sign, that code is known as perfect block code. So maximum distance code condition is written here. D minimum is equal to 1 plus n minus k. So I am showing here 3 examples. 3, 1 with the D minimum is equal to 3. 5, 1 with D minimum is equal to 5. 7, 1 with D minimum is equal to 7. Maybe the next number is 9, 1 with the D minimum is equal to 9, etc. All these are maximum distance code. And all these codes are going to satisfy this condition. D minimum is equal to 1 plus number of parity bits. Thank you.